Yes,
Okay.
yes.
All right. So welcome again, everyone. Again, Janine Davis, Program Chairman with Alpha Delta Omega Chapter. We're excited that you're here. And now I will introduce our chapter president, Ms. Tawana Williams, who will bring official greetings and turn it over to our instructors for the evening. So I know you guys are going to be ready to relax, relate, and release tonight. So enjoy.
Good evening. I am so excited. As Janine mentioned, I am Tawana Williams, the president of the Alpha Delta Omega chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. And after a long day at work, the best thing that we could have is an opportunity to, as she said, relax, relate, as was told in a different world. But we are so excited about the opportunity to have this event sponsored by our health committee. And we want you to relax and learn a little bit about yoga and just have a good time. And thank you for coming out this evening. I'm going to pass this on to one of our instructors, Courtney Rogers, who is also a member of our chapter. So I'm passing the baton to you now.
Thank you, Tawana. Hi, everyone. Can you hear me? Okay, great. I live in a building with really bad Wi-Fi reception. So if I'm lagging, just give me a minute to catch up. But I'm so excited to see everyone tonight. Thank you, Tawana and Janine, for inviting me to share a little yoga, meditation, and methods to de-stress. I am a 200-hour certified yoga instructor and speech pathologist. I work in middle schools remotely right now. I'm thankful for that. However, as with everyone, this has been a very, very stressful year, a really stressful day, actually, now that I'm reflecting. And so I'm hoping that tonight we can do some stretching and move the body and help get some of that tension out. I want to first just kind of call your attention to the chat. I have some notes there. There may be some people who've never done yoga before. And so first, just make sure you've completed the registration form. It's a Google form. If you haven't done so, please do that. And it just kind of goes over some safety features you want to be mindful of. Of course, if you have any new injuries, you want to, take your time and take it easy. Go at your own pace tonight. I will be modifying the poses that are other. Thank you. So the form's not working. Okay, I'll have to find another link for the form. 1 second. So Jada Nichols from Atlanta will be joining us in a few minutes to go through the asanas, yoga poses. And so we will hopefully get everyone moving and feeling relaxed at the end of the night, at the end of the class. I also made a note to, if you are doing the poses in a chair, make sure it's sturdy and doesn't have any wheels or movement. If it's a wheelchair, make sure it's locked. I invite you now to take the time to set up your ambiance, set the mood. If you want to dim some lights, you're free to do that now. Or if you have a favorite candle that you want to smell, go ahead and grab that, light up your candles. Make sure that you have your water so that you can hydrate. If you haven't gotten your water bottle, please take the time now to do that. It's important to hydrate when you're doing any activity. I also invite you, if you know that you are a little stiff and want to take it easy, if you have access to yoga blocks, go ahead and grab your yoga blocks now. If you don't have yoga blocks, no worry, just grab a book. They're about the same size. I've got my Michelle Obama book. And so you just want something to shorten the space between you and the floor. So grab a book, a set of books, or yoga block. Another prop or something to modify that you might want to grab is a dish towel, or if you have a yoga towel, something to help get those movements in place. I will be using that tonight. And just remember that yoga is just about the breath. It's a union between the mind and the body. And so it doesn't matter if Jada is demonstrating a posture that looks too deep for you, just go as far as you can. You don't want to injure yourself. The point is just to try the best you can and continue to breathe through the posture. I also want to, let's see. Oh yes, and of course, smile. It's just yoga. We're not doing anything. We're not auditioning for Cirque du Soleil or anything like that. So just smile and do the best you can. If you have any questions, for now, feel free to unmute or put your questions in the chat. And while you're coming back to the camera, I want to get ready to start us with a meditation. We know that stress manifests in the body and can cause illness. Stress also leads to heart issues. And with this being Mental Health Awareness Month, we know that stress also contributes to mental illness. So I would like to start. I don't see any questions yet. Oh, thank you. Tawana has also put the Google form in the chat for everyone. So if you haven't had a chance to fill that out, I thank you for doing that. And it looks like everybody's back on camera. So, and as long as my volume is still okay, I want to, at this time, introduce Natalie Malone, if she's available to come on camera, who is also a yoga instructor. There she is. Hi, Natalie. Natalie is a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha in Kentucky. She is currently studying, well, tell them about yourself, Natalie, really quickly.
Yeah, no problem. Hi, everybody. My name is Natalie Malone. I use she, her pronouns. I am located, in Lexington, Kentucky. I'm going to be a graduate of a 200-hour certified yoga teacher training program next weekend, which I'm super excited about. This is definitely one of my passions. I've been doing it for over 4.5 years now. I'm also a current PhD student in counseling psychology. So as a researcher and clinician, I study the benefits of yoga and work towards making cultural adaptations to make yoga something very therapeutic for Black folks. So I'm super excited to join you all, and I'm hopeful that we'll continue to be connected. I was so excited to connect with Courtney, and it's just been a blissful experience. So I'm sending nothing but bliss, love, and light to all of you for this evening and moving forward.
Thank you, Natalie. I'm glad you're able to join us in the Eastern Standard Time Zone. So, all right. So if you're ready, let's get started with a meditation. Anybody do meditation or prayer to relieve stress? I know I do. I have to do it working with students. I have some mantras that I have to repeat working with those middle school boys. And so, if you're comfortable, you can do that wherever you are. At this time, I'll invite you to turn off your camera if you like. I will be turning off my camera through the meditation. And I just want to remind you to turn the camera back on when it's time to do the yoga poses so that Jada is able to watch you and make sure that you're doing the poses safely. So let's get started. All right, so my camera's going off now. You're welcome to keep your camera on. And just bring yourself to a place of stillness and find a position you are comfortable in, whether that's sitting on your sofa or in a chair, or if you would like to lay down on your mat now, whatever's comfortable for you. We'll begin by taking a gentle breath in through your nose and then slowly letting it out through your mouth. Really good. And so now I invite you to allow your eyes to close gently in the knowledge that you are safe. And so as you are breathing, I want you to pay attention to thoughts that are coming up. Don't start thinking about them. Don't let yourself get caught up in the thoughts. Just notice them and continue to breathe. In through your nose and out through your mouth. First, I'd like to invite you to think of a place of comfort and calm. It can be real or imagined, as long as it makes you feel good. What does this place of comfort and calm look like? Are there any sounds that stand out? Any smells? Take a moment to notice what this place feels like. Good. So now I invite you to catch this place and place it in a snow globe and set it down in your mind. So this place of comfort and calm, we want to put it in the snow globe somewhere easily accessible where you can come back to it whenever you're feeling angry or in danger or stressed. Hold on to this inner calm as you continue to breathe deeply. Know that you will always be comforted, calm, and safe there. Good. So as you continue to breathe, I invite you to take a moment to notice what is happening in your body. Are you straining in any way? Are you experiencing any tension in one particular area of your body? I invite you to focus on that area that may seem sore. Identify those areas that stand out to you. Is it your back, your shoulders, your ankles? Where can you identify stress in your body? Name those areas out loud if you care to. And while still breathing deeply, I invite you now to take positive action. If you're straining in some area of your body, if there's stress somewhere in your body, then gently allow yourself to stop. Scan down your body. Feel the muscles in your neck relax. Feel free to move your head a little if you feel this might help you. Next, allow your shoulders to relax and grow heavy. Then your chest and upper arms. Then finally, your belly and lower back. When your lower back has released, bring your attention to the lower arms and hands and allow these to soften as well. Continue to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Next, travel slowly across your hips and feel them grow heavy. The thighs, knees, and the calf muscles. Imagine someone giving you a lovely leg massage and descend gently over the ankles and all the way down to the feet. Now your toes begin to relax. Breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. You can revisit this scan of your body whenever you feel tension. Now, with your eyes still closed, bring focus back to your breathing. Breathe in as deeply as you can and then slowly let it out. Breathe in through the nose and then let it out slowly through the mouth. As we move through our meditation, now find a place of stillness and bring your awareness to any stress, tension, or soreness in your mind or thoughts. We'll go through a series of mantras to help you find your way out of stressful thoughts or situations. I invite you to repeat after me as loudly or as quietly as you feel necessary. I am afraid, but my fears do not own me. I am stressed, but my worries do not define me. This is only a bad moment. Bad moments pass, just like good ones. I will get through this. I am strong. I am worthy. I am enough. And as you continue to breathe in through your nose and out of your mouth, remember that you can repeat these mantras as often as you like and remind yourself of them whenever you find yourself in a stressful situation. And with your eyes still closed, bring focus back to your breathing. Breathe in as deeply as you can, and then slowly let it out. Breathe in through the nose, and then let it out slowly through the mouth. And now, as we end our meditation, still focusing on your breathing, and now, if you're ready, slowly open your eyes. Okay, welcome back, Carlitha. Welcome back. Great. Thank you for turning on your cameras whenever you're ready. Okay. So does anyone want to share their thoughts on how they feel after that guided meditation? You're welcome to unmute. If you had any thoughts.
I loved it. My heart was racing. I just feel so relaxed now.
Oh, wonderful.
It could have been a lot longer.
Yeah, I love it.
I
need to
needed
take
it.
more time to do it for myself. I do it with kids all the time, but I don't take myself through it.
Mhm.
It felt good.
Thank you. Was that
Less tense in my shoulder area.
Yeah.
Angelica? Did you feel less tense? Great. Thanks, Natalie. Natalie's got to go now. I'm so happy that you feel less tense. That's awesome. And so I didn't catch that they do the meditations with students, but they don't do it themselves.
That's
Same.
me. I'm a
Okay.
school-based therapist, and we do it all the time to teach kids to relax. And I'm taking them through it, but I don't do it for myself.
Same. So yes. And why is that? Why don't we take care of ourselves? I don't know, but you're here now. I'm glad that you were able to relax some more. Is that anyone's first time doing a guided meditation? Anyone? Looks like my internet's
No,
lagging.
I've done it before.
Okay, everyone's done it before. Okay, great. So yeah, there's no right or wrong way to meditate. And I know sometimes I beat myself up about, oh, my mind was racing too much, but just be reminded that the idea is just to notice the thoughts if they race through your mind, and then just let it go and just always focus on the breathing. So great. Let's see. So I think most cameras on. Let's see. I'm going to be calling people out. Justin, if you're going to be participating in the poses, I really invite you to turn on your camera. Jada Nichols is here. Jada, there she is. So we might want to pin Jada. Great. Jada, this is everyone. We got a great group. We just went through our meditation. Jada is a Tennessee State grad. She's in Atlanta, Georgia. She's an occupational therapist. So, TSU. She's a certified lactation consultant, massage therapist, 500-hour yoga teacher. She's my yoga mentor. I don't know that she knows that, but so I panicked when Janine told me, oh, we want to do a class next week. I was like, I don't think I'm ready. So let me get let me get Jada. So Jada, thank you again for leading our poses. And I, again, will be doing some modifications if I can keep up. If not, I'll just be sitting and breathing, and that's still yoga. So Jada, if you want to unmute and just get us started, if everybody's ready. If you're going to be doing the poses, please turn on your camera so that Jada can watch you move and make sure that you're safe.
Hey everyone, can I be heard? Okay. Yes, okay. Thank you so much for having me. It is definitely my honor and pleasure to be here. Yoga is a gift that I absolutely love to share with women, with women of color, with Black women specifically. We don't do it often enough, and we need it the most. So I hope, if nothing else, I want you to feel good when you're here, but I also want you to connect with a yogi, a yoga studio, an online meditation or yoga instructor. I don't want this to be the last time that you invite yoga into your space. We need it. We deserve it. It is about health and wholeness, and literally just a few moments ago, I was speaking to another audience and just reminding them that this is the only temple that we have, and we need to take care of it. All right. So we're not going to do headstands tonight, so don't worry about that. but you know, I want you all to know that this is accessible to everybody. So I have a mat. Most of the poses that we are going to be doing will be on the mat, on the floor. I also have a chair here. I know Courtney is going to be modifying some in a chair, but I want you to absolutely participate and do what you can do. If I go through 3 steps of a pose, and you can get to step 2, but step 3 is like, oh no, please stay at step 2. Don't come all the way out of it and fold your arms and get ready to roll up your mat. All right, stay at step 2. Do what you can do. Listen to your body. So if something is actually painful, stop it. If something is more challenging than you're used to, try to press through it, breathe through it. I know you've already done some great breathing. So breathe through it. Always, always, always return to your breath. As Courtney just said, that is the yoga as well. In fact, the most important yoga. All right, so wherever you are, you can start in an easy seated position. So just legs crossed, crisscross applesauce, they call it now. Bring your shoulders down away from your ears. Now drop your right ear over to the right side, stretching out the left side of your neck. We keep lots and lots of tension in our necks and our upper backs all together, and barely take opportunities to stretch it out. So when we're on our devices, when we are at our desks, when we are, or workspaces, when we're driving, we're in this forward folding posture, and we barely have an opportunity to counter it. All right, come on. And drop your left ear to your left shoulder. Good, and come on up. The reason that we hold postures in yoga is not to bore you. I will say full disclosure. So at Tennessee State, I was a cheerleader. I was an athlete my entire life. I did not do yoga. I was super flexible. Did not do yoga. Went to my first yoga class, despised it. Walked out of it. Came back years later to a different class when I needed yoga. And I need yoga now all the time. So it is okay if you're not feeling this today. Yoga will find you at some point. This could be the last kind of exercise that you ever do. And running goes away, and all of the lifting, all the other things. All right, so just be patient. We hold the postures a long time because our muscles can be tight, and our brains will want to hold on to the posture that we're used to for protection. And then our bodies have to stay in the posture a little bit longer to convince the brain that it's okay to be in that posture. That's the mind-body connection. That's yoga union. Mind and body coming together to figure out what the heck is going on. Shoulders back over your ears. And just bring your right arm down to the floor, right palm on the floor. Perfect, yep. Left arm up in the air. So if you're in a chair, you can just have your hand on your hip, or if you have an armrest, place it there. Left arm lifts up, and then straight over, try to come over your ear, straight over to the right side. You're gonna breathe. One of your lungs is compressed. Breathe through it. Drop your left hip, drop your left knee. Breathe through it. You're stretching out this left side body. Good, come up. You can do any of these in the morning, at night, during the day. I sometimes take this stretch in my work chair during the day, lifting up. All right, now you'll come over to the left. Place your left arm, hand on the floor. Right hip, right knee remain down, right arm lifts up. Big inhale first, and then exhale, reach over to left. Breathe. The other lung is now compressed. I know it. You don't have to tell me. You'll breathe. Good. And come up. You'll take your right hand behind you. Left arm comes up and try to place it on top of your right knee. So left arm comes up, place it on top of your right knee. Lengthen your spine, grow your spine up, lift it up, take a big inhale. And then exhale, twist to the right. And you're twisting at really your chest. Your head is gonna wanna go first because that's what it does. But you'll twist really at your chest. Good. And relax, come to the front. Left arm up, back behind you, right arm up and on top of your left knee. Lift up your spine to the big inhale. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, exhale, twist. Inhale, exhale, twist. And unravel slowly. Good. Place your hands on your knees. Bring your chest forward. Shoulders remain back. Shoulders come forward. Chest retreats back. Chest and belly go back. Chest comes forward through your shoulders. And back. Good. Take your spine round and round in one direction. And then in the other. Good. And now, if you are on the floor and you are able to come to your knees, please do so. Come to all fours. If you're in a chair, just stay right there and I'll talk you through the modification. So first, we're going, so if you're on all fours and you want to triple your mat, you can just bring the middle of your mat up and you've got 3 layers to help with your knees. If you don't need that, that's okay. All right, so those of us on the ground are going to lift the right leg up and back behind you. If you're in your chair, lift your right leg in front of you. Yep, and you can use a strap or a towel. And even in your chair, you're going to tighten up your belly, especially if you're on your knees, you'll tighten up your belly. Good, drop your right leg down. And then you'll lift your left leg up. So wherever you are, you'll lift your left leg up. So if you keep your leg lifted. So if you do not have a chair, if you're not in a chair, but you are on the ground, you don't want to be on your knees, you can bring your hands behind you, bend your right leg, and bend your left leg, lift your right leg this way, okay? And switch left leg up, okay? Lots of ways to get to this posture. That's if the knees say no, drop your left leg. Oh my goodness, left leg gets extra credit. All right. Right leg lifts up. Remember all of the ways that your right leg can lift up. Now, if you are holding with the strap, holding your leg up with the strap, hold both sides of the strap with the right hand. Now, everybody lift your left arm up. And drop all of that down. Left leg lifts up. Hold the strap in the left hand. Lift the left arm out. And come on down. Good. Let's see. Let's come to the chair. All right. And now we are going to take triangle pose. So you'll take your right foot out to the right side, point it to the right, point your toes to the right, and left leg comes straight. So I'm balanced a little bit on my bottom on the chair. If you don't need the chair, you're standing up with your feet away from each other, but hips nice and low. You have a chair, it's here, right behind you. Your hips are nice and low, and maybe eventually one day your right thigh is in line with the floor, parallel to the floor. Okay. You can take your right elbow onto your right knee, hold your left leg nice and strong, even if you're in the chair, and now lift your left arm up and reach it over to the right. Reach it straight over your your left ear, but over to the right. And avoid this temptation of coming down, crouching down in front. Okay, your body's going to get what it's going to get, and it receives maximum benefit when you're doing it the way described. All right, come on up, and then you'll twist your right foot forward, pivot your right foot forward, pivot your left toes out to the left side, and then sit down. So if you're standing, your sit down is with grace underneath you. But if you have the chair behind you, your hips can be on the chair, your bottom can be on the chair a little bit. Okay, left elbow to left knee or thigh. Relax your left toes, strengthen your right leg, right arm up to the ceiling, and then reach it over to the left side. Avoid crunching down into your shoulder, like I almost just did. Good. Come on up. Heel toe your feet in a little bit. Good. And now fold down forward. So this works if you are in the chair, you'll fold down forward. If you need to remain on the floor, you take this bit of a straddle and you'll fold down forward here. Okay. If you're able to stand up, you fold down forward. And remember to breathe. Bend your knees a little bit coming up. Now, if you're able, turn your heels in and squat down a bit. If you're already seated, then you turn your heels in lift your feet up off the floor. So you're using your abdominal strength either way to hold yourself up. If you're on the floor, come from your straddle to lift your legs up. Good. Remember to breathe. Very tempting to hold your breath during this time. Good. Release that. Bring your feet together wherever you are. Feet together on the floor, feet together on the chair, feet together standing up. Big inhale, fold forward. Bend your knees as you need to, especially if you're standing up. That helps protect your low back a bit. And then you can bring your arms down toward the floor if they say yes. Come up about halfway so that your back is flat. And then drop back down. And now whether you are sitting, standing, or sitting on the floor, you'll just roll your spine up. Separate your feet a little more than hip width distance apart. You'll bring your arms up in a V. Reach your hands back, belly and chest come forward. Drop your head back. Usually say, think about being a star, but I think this is an appropriate time to mention I became a silver star last year, so I'm thinking about silver stars. All right, come forward. I haven't been able to say that to any other audience all year. All right. Okay, and now we'll take Superwoman. That's for all of us. So bring your hands to, we call it a tree type pose. Bring your heels facing inward and then drop your hips. Now bring your hands to your hips. Look to the right, keep your hips low. Look to the middle, body weight in your heels. Look to the left. Good, look forward. Good, bring your feet back together. Squat down all the way to the floor. If you're in your chair, bring your knees to your chest. If you're on the floor already, come to a squatting position. Good. You come down onto your bottom, your feet flat on the floor. And then come all the way down to your back. Your head is on the floor, and this is where you'll be listening to my words more than worrying about watching me, because I'm going to be watching you to make sure that my words make sense. So your feet are on the floor, your knees are bent, your back and head are on the floor. And then you lift your hips up off of the floor. So if you're in a chair, you'll just place your hands on the the edge of the sides of the seat and lift your hips up here. And drop your hips back down. That's for everybody. Lift your hips up. And now lift your right leg up. So hips lifted, right leg lifts out. All right, come on down. Hips are lifted. Left leg lifts up, out. Good. Come back in. Hug your knees into your chest. Bring your arms out to the side like a T or a cross. Bring your knees into your chest. Oh, they're already there. And then drop your knees over to the right side. Try to look to the left. So you twist your knees over to the right, and then you look to the left. Good, come back to the midline. And then you'll take your knees over to the left and look to the right. Come back to the midline. Knees are back into your chest. Legs are straight up toward the ceiling or straight out in front of you if you're in a chair. Bring your arms down by your side. Take a big inhale. And then as you exhale, drop your legs down to the floor. Slower than you want to. So slow. All the way down to the floor. And then you close your eyes or soften your gaze. Bring your knees back into your chest. And then roll over to the right side. Bring your left arm over to meet your right arm or somewhere on the floor on the right, and press yourself up into an easy seated position just as we started. Now bring your arms up over your head. Hands meet in prayer position. Hands come down to heart center. Inhale, lift your arms up over your head. Hands meet in prayer position. Exhale, hands down to heart center. Inhale, lift your arms up over your head. Exhale, come down to heart center. Light in me honors and appreciates the light in each and every one of you. So I say namaste. How's everybody feeling? Good.
Good.
Absolutely great.
I love it. I love it. Yeah.
Stressed.
Yeah. Sweating. Yeah, Sora Tiffany says she is sweating. I know it's yeah, you sweat in yoga. I don't know why people think you don't. So Courtney and I both started out in Bikram yoga, hot yoga. And so you absolutely sweat in there. But in the other styles of yoga that we teach, absolutely sweat. In those you're building up heat from the inside. So if you are a hardcore workout person and you think, oh, I won't get enough out of yoga, I won't burn as many calories. You might not burn as many calories, but you are going to sweat for sure. And even if your room is cool, and your bodies will receive amazing benefits that they don't have access to in other types of workouts. Yeah, very relaxed. I love it. Yes, me too.
So it's okay if you don't sweat, isn't it? Because I didn't sweat.
Yeah, your body will do what it will do. So yoga is very regulating. So it gives you what you need. So if something needs to do more, have more, be more, that's what it will do. If something needs to be or have or do less, that's what it will do. And that goes for all of the systems. Yeah, so yoga, you could do the same exact yoga series and feel very relaxed, like, oh, I'm ready to go to bed. The next day, you do the same exact series and you're like, okay, I can clean the whole house now, right? It gives you what you need. It regulates every system in your body. Yeah.
Right.
Balance. That's where all of the idea of balance comes from.
I had not seen it done in a chair before. That was good.
Yeah.
Both versions.
Yeah, Sora Carol. It can absolutely be done in a chair. It can be done in a bed. It is like green eggs and ham, right? You can enjoy it anywhere. Yes, and thank you, Sora Courtney, for being our chair demo.
Okay.
Thank you, Jada, so much for joining us, for helping me out, digging me out the ditch. I love you. Thank you. Tawana, if it's okay, I'm just going to put in the chat the social media information for Jada and Natalie. If anyone
Sure.
yeah, okay. And also,
And thank you, Jada.
Hey, Sora Tawana.
Hey, Jada.
have a little mini reunion right quick.
Oh,
So, are there any other questions? I think we've got about 3 minutes before the Zoom ends. Or was there a position that you found challenging or not as challenging that you had a question about as you were moving through it? One that was super easy that you...
How often should you do yoga a week?
Every day.
So it is something that you can do every day?
You can absolutely do it every day. You don't have to do it with a high level of intensity every day, but you should be intentionally breathing every day. You should be taking time for yourself every day in quiet and solitude. Even if your mind is racing, just intending to have that time for yourself, that is a kind of yoga. Breathing intentionally is a kind of yoga. So taking 5 minutes to breathe by counting your inhalations up to 5 seconds and your exhalations down to 5 seconds. That is a kind of yoga that will give you benefits. Those 5 seconds will turn to 7 seconds, and those 5 minutes will turn to 20 minutes, okay? The movement just comes. You can be doing that all day. You should be doing it. So Courtney mentioned I'm also an occupational therapist first, but also an occupational therapist. And so when people came with carpal tunnel syndrome and thoracic outlet syndrome, and this is 20 years ago, before we were so dependent upon our devices, the recommendation was that the last 2 minutes of every single hour you spend stretching, pushing your chair away from your computer or now your device, and then you stretch your neck, your wrists, okay? Everything, you stretch your low back so that you don't get stuck in these static postures that cause pain. That's when we're just like, oh, I hold on my tension in my shoulders. That is why, because you are 8 hours, 10 hours on your computer, plus your commutes, if we're, getting back to commutes. And so, yeah, every day, do a little bit of that. Think about your spine moving in 6 ways, and every day you should be doing that. You should be doing something forward, something back. Even if you don't have to, again, joked at the beginning, like we're not doing headstands, but you don't have to do a full back bend, right? I'm not asking for that. But even if every day you do this, okay, to counter stretch this, okay, that we're doing all day, all right? And then our spine goes side to side, so you can be a little teapot, and then twisting. You can do this in your chair several times a day. Your spine will thank you. Every day, some kind of yoga. A yoga class, 2 to 3 times a week.
Do you know of any links we can go to? Are there links, or I guess DVDs or videos or something that we can use?
It's
because
all
I just always forget what you do. I mean, the different movements.
So you can find it all on demand now. You can find a yogi on social media who's demonstrating a posture a day. You can find some who have whole classes online. I'll share them with Courtney. We'll create a little list of either yogis or YouTube channels, and she can share it with the rest of the committee or the chapter.
Okay, thank you.
Very good.
Have any other questions or comments? Anyone want to do this again? Maybe I can.
Yes.
This was great.
Yes.
I love it. Yeah.
Great. Okay, thank you. All right, Tawana, I'll let you close us out. Thank you.
Okay.
All.
Well, I want to thank Jada and Courtney for highlighting this great way to relax and to allow us to stretch our bodies and our minds and our spines. Thank you to the Health Committee for bringing this activity to us. And I do look forward to us doing this again, especially since we are moving outward into the world again. Our stress levels probably will increase. And we need something like this as a collective body to relax some and take some time out for ourselves. As we are ending the mental health month, we do, as women and men, need to take that time for us, whether it's 2 minutes, 5 minutes, an hour, just something for us so that we can continue to pour out to others. So thank you very much for this. We look forward to getting these resources that you have available for us that are already there so that we can continue this. So thank you, everybody, and have a great evening.
Thank you.